Yeah, well, this is a new clip. So I'm starting now. So yeah, so now we are live now. So you can keep talking about dick bruising, and I'm sure they've watched the previous video, which I highly doubt they have. It'll be completely relevant. I'm having some extra lasagna, by the way. I'm just gonna hit lasagna while we cast this. It's good. I like lasagna.
Lasagna's a good choice.
I made a burger.
I love me burgers as well.
Wow. This is an old map. Shit.
It's apparently still a game.
Yeah. Really? Shows how often I play 1v1, right?
Right, so we have a game here. We're three guys, one replay. I'm Smithy.
I'm Ella Murray.
And I'm Butts.
And someone introduced the players will eat my lasagna.
In the top right corner, with the red Protoss players playing for himself, we have NouS.
I think it's actually nice. Nice. No.
NouS.
NouS. And in the bottom left-hand corner, also representing himself, the Terran player CalmDark.
How do you know he's representing himself? He might have had some political donations and might be.
He has no clan tag. He's. We know they're completely objective with no influence, right?
I assume so.
How else can they influence? Like, what's? I guess they could start, like, typing out ads. But I just don't see it happening.
Thank you for subscribing to pictures of cats in funny positions. To unsubscribe, text stop.
The cat facts fight, was it?
The cat facts.
we got an interesting gateway placement again here. Where I'm gonna hide this at the corner.
Maybe this guy is from somewhere, not representing himself, but representing the other guy we just witnessed.
No, they're in the unnamed clan of weird gateway placements.
Weird gateway placements? That's a pretty popular clan, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, you guys just keep going while I just eat my lasagna, alright?
Pretty standard opening from the Terran. Looks like 13 gas racks. Probably get a orbital at 15 or 16.
Yep, that seems fair enough.
Pretty standard stuff on the Protoss as well. Gateway down.
Yeah,
Two pylons inside the base, so nothing too tricky. But pretty slow on the assimilators there. I'm not going to get enough gas in to get warp gate straight away, or really anything straight away once that cyber core pops.
Really defensive maneuver from the Terran here. On such a large 1v1 map, he's dropping a bunker at his entrance. Don't know what he would expect. Proxy zealots or something, but...
Yeah, I think I'd expect not much based on this game so far. So, if we look at the production tab, he is building one zealot and one zealot out of his gateway. And that's about it. Terran's building 2 racks, which is pretty standard against Protoss going bio. So, he has scouted the base a little bit. Somewhat. He's put very smart. He's put his marines out. One marine down the left-hand side there and one on the right. He's checking for proxies, so he's playing smart. Or he's playing with some level of intelligence.
I don't know if he's checking for proxies. I just think he's looking in case, Because he's not really going around to have a look at the good spots for proxies, is he? Just standing.
No, he's trying to see, like, he's got a bunker for defensive, so he's trying to get if there's going to be a push, how much notice he gets.
But yeah, the push isn't going to come from those sides. I'm pretty sure he was checking for a proxy. So it looks like the SCV just walks straight on in. The zealots are like, oh, what are you doing here? It's like, oh well, I'm just cruising. Okay. It's very much like sort of a bouncer security right there. The SCV just ran straight in and the zealots tried to stop him and just nothing happened.
Bouncer security only lets good-looking chicks in.
Well, yeah.
Well, I never get into clubs. So
Well, there's a reason for that. And that SUV dies a horrible death. So they let him in, then they killed him. So that's probably pretty consistent with most bouncers.
He would have seen the expansion, so he's done it himself.
Oh, he saw everything. He knows all. Like, this guy, he has got every ounce of data he could possibly want. So now it's up to him to make a relevant decision. His decision is engineering bay, factory, and not much else. He is putting down his own expand buttons. So he's onto it. So it's an interesting game so far. Pretty much mirror match, I guess, to an extent, in the sense that they've both gotten their expands down relatively similar times. And army size, it's looking fairly similar. We check out the income tab. The Terran is behind, but he does have mules, so he'll catch up. Gas-wise, he's equal. So
seeing a lot of gateways being thrown down from the Protoss instead of any sort of tech decision. There's no pylons out on the map to really push forward. Warp gate is done, but none of the gateways have been changed to warp gates yet.
This lasagna's good, man. Oh, it's really good.
more bunkers from the Terran.
2 bunkers. That's pretty defensive.
He salvaged his first bunker, so he gained an extra 75 mineral.
And we have pretty much a similar thing from the Protoss. He's got a cannon there, just chilling.
Unfortunately, he hasn't decided to build any probes. For the,
and you are right. He,
expansion
in terms of tech, I mean, we're not really doing all that much, are we? So he's got 4 gates. Well, he's got 3 warp gates and 1 gate just sitting around. Sorry, he does. He has 4 warp gates and 1 gate sitting around. And now we see some tech. We see the Twilight Council go down. So
it's that hidden gateway. He couldn't remember where he put it.
It's so hidden he forgot about it himself.
Yeah.
I really like this wall placement from the Protoss.
It's a
It's
pretty
got
cool
the one
wall,
gap. It's just really interesting to see Protoss using their buildings like that.
You see it a lot versus Zerg if you want to go expansion first down here. Put the cannon down, put the forge, put the pylon down the forge. Your cannon can go in a spot where it can defend the Nexus and anything running by. Plus 1 armor started for the Protoss player, which is the right choice. You're supposed to go for armor versus Terran first.
Meanwhile, the Terran's almost finished his 1-1. Well, he's finished his 1 attack. He'll be going for 1 armor. He needs to throw down a second engineering bay to really pump out those upgrades to get them going.
He chose to go the shield over stim first too, which is an interesting choice.
It is. If he saw lots of zealots, that might have been the reason for it.
Less APM. Shield works all the time. Hallucinated Phoenix coming out for the Protoss player. Checking for a third first and then moving on in. Although really at the 4th position, I don't know why the Phoenix
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it should go the other way. So he's moving on in, and Phoenix survives. So it's a hallucinated Phoenix, but it still survives 2 hits to the missile turret. 4 hits. It takes 4 hits on a missile turret to kill an hallucinated Phoenix. That's pretty impressive.
That's just like the regular unit, except they don't do any damage.
Don't do any damage. I would have thought but to have the same amount of HP is pretty substantial. I didn't think they had the same HP.
Robotics facility started for the Protoss, so we'll probably see some other maybe warp prison play with this amount of gates. Blink.
Another hallucinated Phoenix.
Coming down the...
Have a look-see.
Terran players about to drop in the main of the Protoss.
Or is he? Yep, he's going in. Protoss doesn't know this is coming. Well, he does now. And will he be able to do any damage here? If he can get these mines, he might be able to get some really decent hits off. The mines do go down. But a little bit too late, a little bit too late. No, he's got to get out of there, he's got to get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, save those drop ships. Drop ships are expensive, you don't want those things to die.
Oh,
wow, just got out of there. Does he have blink yet? He doesn't have blink yet, it's almost done. If he had blink, they would have been gone. Terran.
The response is to put 3 cannons down.
Well,
you still haven't seen a single unit of the robo facility.
Well, at least he got some tech.
Probes.
Look at the units lost tab, it's fairly even at this point. Even though that Terran didn't do much, he obviously, well, he forced 3 cannons, so...
Forced 4 cannons. And still continuing to kill probes.
Well, that's pretty good then. That's a pretty good response. Oh, it's a pretty...
Oh!
Did we see how many kills that had before it?
No. We can replay. But we
it must have got like, I think 7 kills before it.
Kane takes the 4th position as an expansion. And is that further out than it should be from the mineral patches?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
No.
It might not be, but it does look like it. So the Terran here is similar supply. Use a hit on the income tab. So the Protoss is making the wise old mistake to he stopped building probes, which will cost him in the long run.
The Protoss could do a lot of damage here. If he walked to that 4th, took it out, came back around. The tank's in a really nice position, but it's not in siege mode. He could just blink up, do damage, and then just jump out of the main.
The tank should, if he plays with the tank, be on the high ground.
Yeah, but it's not siege, so...
Right, so here we go. Here's the attack incoming. Looks like he's pretty much going to take out this 3rd. Assuming he's conscious of it.
Yeah, that command center's not being placed correctly.
Yeah, he doesn't know that command center's there, so he's not going to go after it. That command center will actually survive at this rate. And he's going to go straight in for the attack. He's setting up a proxy pylon, so he's going to get he's going to try and reinforce this. This is going to be a big power play here. The question is the Terran smart enough to defend this? He's got 2 bunkers. He's got the siege tank there.
He's out of position.
He's out of position. He's got a mine there as well.
Mines aren't borrowed, tanks aren't sieged, and there's no units in the bunkers. He's going to get devastated here.
If he can respond, if he does siege up...
the missiles... Will he get killed by the missile here?
Is he going to try and blink in? That could be a smart play.
Oh. Come on, do it now. Do it now.
Oh, wow.
Do it now. Get up there. There we go.
Jump in there. Oh, wow, this is going to do so much damage. Terran stims and moves in for an attack. Although it's with the dropships, it's surprisingly holding that fairly well.
He needs to run back.
He's going to try and do a swing around, and I don't know if that's going to be effective. He does pick up 1 SCV. He's going to go for the bunkers. There's nothing in those bunkers, so that wasn't terribly effective. And he does manage to escape. That was fairly well held by the Terran there. I was quite impressed there.
The Terran didn't hold it well. The Protoss didn't push the advantage. He didn't know that didn't notice that the bunkers were empty. He could have gone in around the back of the mineral line in that natural and done a bit of damage.
Basically, the Terran was just shitted. The
Terran was just the Terran wasn't good. The Protoss was crap. That's
what it came down to.
Yeah.
So the Protoss cries mummy and goes all the way back home.
Know why those tanks are on the high ground now. The Terran player has not got a large enough gap down his ramp. It's blocked off by the tech lab on that first barracks. Wide enough for infantry, not wide enough for mech.
That's funny, but as a Terran who's experienced that before, it's fucking annoying.
Yep.
So we have an engagement here, potential engagement. Massive engagement in the middle. He's going to pick off all those dropships and the Raven. That's a massive win for the Protoss. The Protoss is going to slaughter these enemies now with no dropships. Those guys are just minced meat. That's just taco filling right there. or lasagna, doing, rather.
Oh, he's got 3 tanks trapped inside now.
They decided to siege up because they've got nothing else to do. And they will get a few good hits off. Position. Ooh, very nice.
That Stalker, 5 health, no shields.
Yeah, he's running home. He does have 2 kills to his name, so well done, Stalker. For Colossus there as well.
Now.
So we will see how this plays out. He's got quite a few proxy piles set up, so he still doesn't know about this other expansion. So that the expansion has gone unnoticed, and it has given him somewhat of an advantage. He does at the moment, so I guess we'll see how it plays out.
Sure, he needs to make some more units.
He does need units. Units would be handy.
He's floating 4,000 mineral. Why isn't he building things?
I don't fucking know.
He's got, I don't know how many mules just backed up that he should be calling down.
Oh, really? 180.
Look at the energy.
Wow. You know, he's not
189, 178. Oh,
to be fair, the Protoss is maxed out on energy too.
You still.
I'm only just taking the 3rd.
Yeah. So is equal skill level, so it's good that the basic system in StarCraft works. That's great. Now the Protoss is about to try and set up a proxy pylon at what is the Terran's 3rd at the moment, and he's going to come into a very big surprise when he realises
base is under attack.
There we go. So and then he's not going to notice it. The tanks do take out that, but the Stalkers blink straight into those tanks. He's going to have those tanks for breakfast. He does try to get this expansion established, but he's going to go down, and these units are going to go down as well. They are going down.
Command center's going to go down.
Everything's going to go down. It's all down, going down, going down. Once going down, twice.
And GG's.
And GG's. Wow.
No army.
Yep. Just too many bases, not enough units.
Well, 5,000 mineral, as you pointed out, 1,715 gas. He had how many racks there? 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7?
7?
8?
7 racks?
8 racks?
8 racks, yeah.
He could have pumped out literally like, well, he could have replaced that whole army he had just then. You know, so yeah. I mean, then again, the Protoss as well, 700 mineral. He's not exactly cruising along either. So he's not exactly going APM crazy. And actually, that's an interesting thing. We check out the APM here. APM was fairly even, 42 to 45. So they were both similarly skilled players. Although 45 APM is going to beat 42 Terran APM any day, in the sense that, I mean, obviously Protoss, I mean, they are similar. I guess they are. There's some similarities in terms of number of clicks required, but certainly you can get away with less clicks with the Protoss. So, I think overall, clearly the Protoss is basically stuck on his economy. He's only just getting out his 3rd and 4th base, and yes, there is a pylon there. Thank you, whoever pinged that. And yeah, I think that was an interesting game, but I don't know. I don't think the Protoss could have done a lot better as well. That's the thing of it. And the Protoss, Blink Stalker, that's fine, but I mean, he needed to get tech up a little bit more. At the end, he did get 1 Colossus, but I think that's a little bit too late. Terran made a lot of mistakes as well.
I think the Protoss did really well for their skill level. He did some early scouting. He built an army. He expanded when he did. He was very opportunistic when he saw units out of position. Like, he wasn't just sitting back; he was taking the initiative and trying to push forward. So I think that should be commended.
A for effort.
A for effort.
A for effort. Right. Well, that's game. Pretty good game actually. That's one of the better ones we've had so far. So, I'm Smithy.
I'm Elamari.
And I'm Butts.
And that was some pretty good lasagna and an even better game. We'll see you next time. And I'm going to cut that there. So.